Kathy and Daniel Bernard, and we are here excited to say Merry Christmas to all of you. It's such a wonderful season, time of the year to enjoy with family and friends, and we are excited because this year has been an exciting year for us, and we just wanted to kind of put a little bit of details and review of what the year was like because we were so excited about what God has accomplished. So if you could sit with us for a couple of minutes, we'd just like to share with you what we've done.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who don't realize, like the whole calendar year, what somebody cares and what we do, and hopefully you'll appreciate what the Lord is doing as we do this together, as we impact Tampa Bay as a caring community to transform it. So, first of all, as you know, Somebody Cares actually, what mainly it's been doing for 25 years. Say I've been herding cats for 25 years. That's a tough job, So meaning it's difficult to get pastors together. So that's what we've been doing from the very beginning, bringing pastors together. As you know, 126 pastors 25 years ago decided Covenant of Unity at Channel 22 Studios. That's one way we do it. But we continue to do that. We continue to bring pastors together. We started off 2022 in January at Suncoast Cathedral, bringing pastors together with my good friend Dr. Terry Teckle, who wrote the book. You guys see this. He wrote the book, Praying in the Name of Jesus for 21 Centuries. Highly, highly recommend it. Great Christmas gift, guys. So, go to Renewal Ministries and get that. But, so he ministered to just in a great way. And that's what we do. We bring people, like we brought in Bishop Matera, the Jesus Principle, his book, and he came in, and he's going to be coming back in this year, in 2023 rather. And just listen, we try to bring people in that are just really going to minister to the ministers and give them something, not only for them personally, but also for to expand their work as a pastor there in the church. What I like to talk about is that we will continue to emphasize is and we did a number of churches at the beginning of the year. We continue to do this, but training people how to write and share their testimonies. Right? We are the last day church, and how did Jesus tell us that we overcome? By the word of our testimony. So we continue to do that to feed people, equip people rather, so that they can on a day-to-day basis be able to share their faith. So hopefully you'll want to be a part of that for 2023 as well. And then next up on the calendar was back to school. So Kathy's going to share about that.
So we've done back to school for many, many years, guys. The reason we started it is because we saw a lot of ministries that wanted to do back to school outreaches, but they couldn't buy all the supplies and do everything effectively. So we said, what if we were able to buy in bulk and pass the savings on to our partners and be able to give them quality backpacks and supplies. And so we've done that for years. This past year, because of COVID and everything that happened, we were limited in what we could do because we couldn't get our designer backpacks. We actually designed these backpacks for our partners. And because of everything that went on, they weren't able to get our bags. So we only did it to about 5 groups because we had to kind of switch it up, and we wanted to give out our quality stuff instead of having to go to Plan B. So we are hoping that this year we'll be able to get back on track. We'll have our own supplies that we can be able to get with our bags, and we can have a really successful year. I believe our largest year that we did is we did over 45,000 backpacks in 1 year. So a lot of needs out there of people that need to help their kids start the year right, so that they won't feel like they're less than because they don't have anything for school. So excited about back to school. And then another exciting thing that happened this year, guys, is our banquet. Guys, this year we celebrate 25 years. Woo!
How time flies.
Yeah. Some people thought we wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we thought we were going to make it, but you know what? We did, and we are excited of all the things that God has done in the last 25 years. So this gala this year, that was our whole thing. It was a party to celebrate 25 years. We had Dr. Doug Stringer come in. He's been with us even before we started Somebody Cares. We knew him. And so he is part of Somebody Cares International. He came in, was our speaker, helped us to celebrate that evening. And we actually made a magazine of the 25 years of all this stuff we've done. You know, a lot of times, and maybe you're one of these people, you know us for one thing we do, like maybe the food ministry or disaster relief or CareFest, but we do it all. And so this is kind of like a history book of everything that's happened in 25 years. So if you guys haven't gotten one of these and would like to kind of have the history of Somebody Cares, you can reach out to us. We'd be happy to send it to you. And it tells the whole story, So the gala was exceptional this year, and fundraising, I believe, didn't we do about over $80,000 for the gala? So excited really about that. Yep.
So, and you know, one thing we forgot to mention is that ongoing throughout the year is our food trucks. Is that every month we get a 18-wheeler, 30,000 plus pounds that comes in right here into our little warehouse, and we share among 16 to 18 different church pantries and ministries. And so, and by the way, over the 25 years, what we've established with 6 others besides ourselves, 6 other places where that food distribution had taken place through our partners, Operation Blessing, which we became part of way back in the day, back in, you know, I actually think 2000, year 2000. So on an ongoing basis, so, you know, through our influence and so forth, we established those. So on every month that, you know, you've got 7 truckloads of food coming in, over 200,000 pounds of food coming in to Tampa Bay to help those in need through our networking and abilities. So that was really huge. And of course, that's played into, you know, really with some other key events and key things that have taken place. But before we share that, you know, one of the things that we of course, in 2022 was an election year. And, you know, we have to be concerned, and I believe it in the, you know, as Bill Bright would talk about being involved in the 7 mountains. So we're involved in that arena, in that we're trying to influence churches and pastors and people just to be able to take God's word and speak to the issues and then vote accordingly, according to, as the late Bishop Harry Jackson would say, vote vertical. So, you know, we did it in 2020, we did it this year, where for 50 days, we called it, excuse me, the 50-day fight. Our goal was to make America godly again, you know, so kind of like the Christian MAGA. But we did that, and we, every day, it was quite a job for our little office, on top of everything else that we're doing, to add that to our calendar. But we did it, and we had guests like David Barton, Michelle Bachman, Bishop E.W. Jackson, Lieutenant Colonel Alan Waz, Chad Connolly, so many others, and then partnered with Doug Small and Dr. James Garlow as well. So praying for 50 days over our nation, and so we need to continue to do that. Of course, we understand that we don't believe that any party or any politician is the answer, but certainly, you know, as our it's a sense of a stewardship, because we believe that our country is founded upon biblical principles and values, and to maintain that, and to maintain a free America that has been the leader in propagating the gospel of Jesus Christ across the world. And we want to continue to be that light, share the light of the gospel. And we can only do that if we're free. So we've done that for the 50-day fight. So the banquet, yeah, our back to school, we had the banquet, then we had the 50-day fight, and then we had CareFest. And so CareFest is where we go to the cities and we get people who share with us, you know, the city managers of the cities, city code enforcement projects, and of course inner city ministries and stuff, people, the elderly and disabled who need their homes fixed. And so this year we did around 100 homes, and that was a low year for us. But you know, it's just working together with the churches and Hillsborough, Pinellas, and Pasco County mainly, is that we've seen, and these, by the way, these projects are ongoing, so it doesn't have to wait till CareFest Day, which is the last Saturday of September. But yeah, so September 24th, we went out and you see thousands of people going out, refurbishing and beautifying these homes of the elderly and disabled because they can't afford it. They're getting fined or so forth by the city. The city, can't do anything about it. They're in this quagmire. And so the church comes in and steps in and says, we'll take care of that. We'll take care of them and bless them. And so what a great opportunity, of course, and everything that we do, whether it's backpacks or food or whatever, as the opportunity is that we can touch their heart and so open them up to then receiving the gospel of Jesus Christ. And what I call it, we're totally doing in CareFest, we're trying to do the total makeover. So as we be able to share with them the love of Jesus in a practical way, then we can share the good news of Jesus Christ. And then, of course,
hiccup.
Yeah.
We had an extra project that normally we don't do, and we don't like to have to do it.
Yeah.
But this year we had to. We had a hurricane that came in, guys, and South Florida got it. It was supposed to hit us, but unfortunately it didn't hit us, but it hit below us, and a lot of needs. So we started working on that project. Huge project. So many people have lost so much. And we started collecting, we started collaborating with ministries. They were bringing us trucks that we would make runs down to South Florida. So far we've taken 7 trucks down, and these trucks are the big ones, 12 pallets in each one. And they have been food, drinks, cleaning supplies. People have given packets like this that has stuff that people can use that maybe they can't get down there because the stores are closed or there's no electricity. And we are continuing to do that because our people on the ground down there say, even though it's not on the news anymore, they still have problems down there, guys. It's going to take a long time to rebuild. And now they're at a place where they're trying to clean out the houses and the places and then rebuild. So January, we're planning on taking another trip. And we appreciate churches and groups and individuals who have given towards disaster relief, whether it's by supplies, finances, or whatever. It will continue in 2023 as we hear of needs down there. We want to be able to meet those needs. And then, lastly, guys, we're into the holidays, and what we have tackled for this year, we've done it for several years, is Angel Tree. And if you don't know what Angel Tree is, it's where we minister to children who have incarcerated parents. Now, it might be a mom or a dad. It might even be an uncle, grandparent. And those relationships are strained. So Angel Tree is where we go out and get a gift for the child that is from those people that are in prison. So it's to help continue that relationship so that it's not lost in the separation time. So we have done over 40 families, which is over 100 kids, where they get this, plus we put food and turkeys or hams with it, and then a church will go out and they will deliver it for Christmas and love on those people, share the love of Christ, the gospel, whatever needs. We want those relationships to continue with those churches as well. So that is how we are ending the year. And probably the only thing left that we're working on, which I think we've done enough, but we're working on end of the year giving.
Yep. Guys, I want you to think about this. Think about our September. If any of you know what it is to put on big events, and our banquet was a big one. It was good. It was wonderful, and thank all of you for contributing and celebrating with us for the 25 years. And make sure you call us and get that magazine, just so you could see the breadth of what God has done. But we have the banquet, then we have our typical CareFest, but then we're doing the 50-day fight of gathering these guests together and across the nation, people to pray. And then on top of that, here comes a hurricane. So you can imagine listen, when I'm saying that, because we've got one paid full-time employee. Kathy and I are both full-time volunteers for Somebody Cares Tampa Bay. So can you imagine all that we've just shared with you and doing it with one full-time employee? That's quite ambitious, don't you think? And so it's a great power of the network, but at the same time, one of the things we're doing the end of the year fundraising for is because we need more hands on deck. And so we are, maybe some quality people, but we're looking for an administrator that would really help us to do CareFast and the back to school and so forth, to help administrate all that, work with the cities, and then we're also looking for like a kind of like a ministerial liaison, someone that will go and help us to reach out to more churches and work with the churches and the pastors and so forth across the Tampa Bay area. And so we're looking really to fill those two positions, and hopefully, especially the administrative part, no later than March. So if you know some good people, but that's what we're looking for our $50,000 end of the year giving for. So if you could help, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. You go to sctb.org, Somebody Cares Tampa Bay, sctb.org, and donate there for the end of the year. We are actually
halfway there.
We're more than halfway there.
Yeah.
So we're of the 50,000. So thank you so much. So many people give. We've done matching gifts and so forth. And I think we currently still have a little bit to do on a matching gift that's out there. So please help us out. Work together. We look forward to working with you in 2023. But help us to make it even go bigger and better and go farther with your contributions here at the end of the year. We greatly appreciate it. Listen, just give us a call, contact us, DM us, I think that's what you call it, direct message there on social media, so that we can connect with you if you have any questions, or you'd like to be able to plug in with Somebody Cares and volunteer in some way, or get your church involved as well. It's all about being the hands and feet of Jesus, so that we can let them know that Jesus loves them and of course wants that relationship with them. So if you'd like to be involved in any of the things that we just currently shared, I know you're probably thinking you're just tired listening to us, but listen, do us a favor, take the time and share this with other people. We know it's a little bit more lengthy than usual, but we just wanted to get you to a whole breadth of what we go through in a year on the small team that we have, just to maybe appreciate what God is doing, working through us as collectively as churches and ministries and businesses here in Tampa Bay work together to serve, to impact our community for Christ. God bless you. Have a Merry Christmas and a most blessed New Year.
Merry Christmas.